Hello, this is Dr. Singh. You can see my name here on the left side as well as on the right hand side. And let's try to pay attention to this part first. Always follow the mouse. PSX, the symbol that you see over here, is refers to the symbol of the company called as Pakistan Stock Exchange. It's a company. So on the left side now, if you look here, PSX, which means Pakistan Stock Exchange, um, there are 544 companies, and PSX is one of them. And the job of the PSX is like a policeman, which basically makes sure that everything is running correctly. It doesn't go into minor details of each company. So it simply, monitors just the generic thing, general things, and that's the end of it. So there are 544 companies, and they are split into 36 groups. Each group, or you can call them as sectors. So each group, a company will belong to one group only. So each company belongs to one group only. So we will use the word sectors. Okay. There are some, let's come back to this column over here, right here, and watch over here where the mouse is. And we're going to read this note. Each stock symbol is unique. That's a rule. That's how it distinguishes one company from the other. And it uses what's called as a stock symbols. So the company name, each company that is publicly traded has a stock symbol. Okay. Second is that each symbol must be in uppercase. That's the rule, that's the law. If you do not follow the law, the system, which is the PSX, will not recognize the company. So if you look on the left side over here, the entire column, every letter is in the uppercase or in capital letters. That's the rule. Okay. The table on the left side that you see over here and the table on the right hand side, the information is the same, except on the left side, it is sorted by the sector, like over here, sector 1, sector 2, sector 3. But on the other hand, on the right hand side, it is sorted by their symbols. So probably this will be more useful to you than well, both are important, but these are the various symbols. I'm going to slowly, you can pause the video if you like. These are the various symbols. Let's go to the next page, and the next page, you can pause the video and watch all the symbols on the right hand side. And probably the last is 544 over here. The last one has a symbol ZTL. Let's go at the top. And so we have seen the two tables on the left and right are the same. Right hand side is sorted on the symbol, the left side on the sector number. Having said that, let's try to look at another Word document over here. And if you look here, let me move it down, and you will see that in this video, we are discussing sector number 10, which over here is, let's see, here we go. This light green color, I've colored them. This is the sector we are talking about, okay? The number 24 that you see over here means how many companies are in that sector, okay? That's what it's called as a food and personal care products. These are the various companies and their symbols are right over here. Okay, all right. So once we are clear, you don't have to memorize the name of each company. Well, you can hardly see this one. So what I'm going to do is make this size to be, let's say, 9 and see if it works. Yeah, it's showing up now, the complete name of this company right over here. Okay, let me save it also. Here we go. We saved this spreadsheet. Now that we know these companies, as I said before, you don't have to memorize their name. When you need it, when you're interested, then look here, and that's how you get it. Okay. So nobody remembers them all. Okay. So whatever you like, this meaning the company that you want to deal with, you want to buy the stock. So you will pay more attention to those companies, the names and the symbols and things like that. Okay. So this is sector 10 over here, right over here. And let's come back to the left side over here. And here's my name. We are dealing with the sector number 10 that deals with the food and personal care products. This is very important. Read, relax, and do not panic. There is no need to panic. Every person is intelligent, but there's no need to panic. All this material, meaning this information, is produced by a human being. So if they know, you can also know it slowly. Maybe you are not aware at this point, but gradually you will learn about them. So it's a learning process. So there's no need to panic. Just relax and you will be good to go. So you may have to watch the video a few times, or else also make friends, and together you study, talk about the company and so on and so forth. This is how you get to know it. Look, without working, without spending time, you cannot make money. And your goal is to make money. Stock market is the best place to make money. And I will mention over here two things. There are two different things. One is the cash, the money that you put in, and the other is a stock. The cash money, if you put in the bank versus in the stock market, just the cash, not buying the stock. So if you put the money in the bank and in the stock market and keep cash without buying anything, and I will mention to you that, and it is true, you can verify that the cash in the stock market is much more safe than the money in the bank in your neighborhood, because the bank can mess up the things, but the stock market, if you keep the cash as a cash and don't buy anything, then that money is safe with a bigger amount. Okay, like for example in USA, the if you have the money in the bank and you put $1 million in the bank, only $250,000 is insured. The $750,000, the remaining money, is not insured. Meaning, if the bank goes bankrupt, you are guaranteed to get $250,000. That also maybe after 6 months, and $750,000, goodbye. It's not there. You can do anything you want. You are not going to get it. On the other hand, if you have the same money in the stock market as a cash, then that generally is covered up to $2.5 million. So your complete $1 million is safe. Okay. People are afraid of the stock market. The reason being, nobody told them. Nobody has educated the public. What is stock market? They are always scared. Stock market is horrible thing, is scary, and no, 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 no. That is one of the safest place. Safest place. Okay. Think of all the things that you see on every day. The businesses, whether you are going to McDonald's in your neighborhood, okay, or else you are into big cloth company, or else big agriculture company, they are all doing very well. So most of the time you're in good shape, but there's a fluctuation. So you have to watch out. It's not easy to make money, but at the same time, you can make more money in stock market than other places, including the land or the property that you own. That's a very slow business. Buying a house, buying a commercial property, a shopping center is a very slow process. Okay. You make money, you think it's safe, it may not be safe at all. For example, if you buy a shopping center, you spend $10 million on it, and you cannot rent them. So you're going to pay the mortgage on those property, right? So you're losing money. So remember, the stock market is not that bad at all, as you people may have told you. I mean, people don't know and they talk about the stock market. Come on, let's be serious. You cannot talk unless you know what it is. So you hear from everybody, your friends, your family member, oh man, stock market is the worst thing. Come on, man. They don't know what is stock market, okay? That's the reason they are saying it. They say, oh, buy land, that is much better. Oh, that I will never buy land. Trust me, I don't want to buy the land because it's a very slow process. I don't have the energy to wait for the 10 years for the land to improve and so on. I'm not into land at all. Shopping center, maybe. Okay. So let's come to the point now. So therefore, trust me, trust me, trust me, stock market is generally very safe. Most of the time it's safe, but you have to have, the time on your side, and you should spend only the money that you're not going to use for the next 10 years. Did I say 10? Like 9 plus 1? 10? 10 years, the money that you don't need, only that money you should be investing in the stock market. Don't take a loan on your home and then buy the stock. That is dangerous. Okay? So remember what I'm saying. What I'm saying is use the money cash that you already have in the bank that you're not going to use for the next 10 years. That money, and not all of it, but maybe 50% of that you can spend in the stock market. Okay? So there are logic how much and how you should spend. Let's come to the point now here. We are in sector number 10, right over here, as it says over here, food and personal care products. Now, all of the material over here that you can see, the 24 companies that you see on the right-hand side, some of them will deal with one product or the other or things like that. It's not that every company will deal with all of these. No, it's like, it's just like when you say I have a restaurant, well, restaurants are of 100 different types. 100 different types. So what kind of restaurant are you operating? Same way it goes here as well. Okay. Over here, as I always say, you don't have to know every detail of every word that is being mentioned over here. There's no need. Maybe I'm repeating some words here and there, which is okay. But the bottom line is you get the feel of it. You don't have to memorize it. You heard it. That's the main thing. You heard it. You came across it. And then forget it. And then again come across, and that's how you're trying to remember what you like and what you don't like. Okay, it depends upon your, upon your goal, your taste. What do you want? So let me read a little bit here and there. It engages right over here, manufacture and sale of, or engaged in trading different kinds of halal meat, including goat, cow, chicken, fish, both for export, market, and local sales through a chain of retail stores. And I'm sure you can read a lot of things that you see over here. Well, let me read a little more. Chain of retail stores run dairy farms for production of processing of milk and dairy products, bakeries, food products, consumer durable chemicals and lubricants, toned milk and powder milk, and all the list goes on. You don't have to know the details of all of these things. No, nobody knows the details of these things. Well, you get a feel of it. When you need it, when you want to deal with, then you learn more about it. That's how it goes. So having said that, you can read all of this. And now I'm going to move on to the actual companies, and the summary of these companies are listed over here. Remember, it takes a lot of time to organize these things in a. So it may have taken me 2 days or maybe 3 days. I do not know. Full time. Okay. So this is what the companies do. You can pause the video, read, and so on and so forth. So probably I will be quiet, but you have to read because you want to learn, not me want to learn. I'm going to go slow. You want to learn, right? And go over the things more than once. As I said, everybody is smart, but you have to become a genius, which means go over the same thing more than maybe 5 times. 10 times is my. Okay, so you can read it, pause the video if you have to. I will be quiet now. I move to the next page down below. There we go. So we have seen companies 9 through 35. Now, the word no data available simply means the company either has changed the name or no longer exists. So that's one of the things that happens. Okay. It's always the case. They started, but they didn't succeed, or else they changed the name. And whatever the case may be, I don't have to know it, but the bottom line is you pay attention. That's where, when you buy stocks, you keep an eye on the things. It's not that you are going to just buy and forget it. No, keep an eye. That's how it is. Let's move on to the next. So we have seen 15 companies. Let's move on to here we go, up to company number 22 over here. You can read it, pause it, and I'll be quiet. Okay, we move to the next page down below. So 20, there we go. These are the 24. So here we go. These are the last two companies over here. Read and relax. And you don't have to know what is Rafan or Energile or Glaxo-D, whatever it is, fine with me, right? That's how it goes. When you buy this individual stock, then you sometimes pay attention. You don't have to know again the minor details because no company will tell you everything that they're doing on daily basis. You just buy and leave those work on the company management. They are very, very smart people. They handle their products, whatever they do, very well. Sometimes things go wrong. That's okay. That's part of life. So let's go at the top now. I'm basically done with this video. So folks, again, I will mention that you should not panic, read, relax, and watch this video few times and make friends. Let them also join with you, discuss with each other. You will get somewhere. Every time you read, you will understand something better. With this, I'm going to stop this video. Here we go.